Hello! I am going to show you guys how to make some basic GIFs and just go over how to use a couple of the programs. Actually, just one of the programs. So I'm going to show you how to use Boxy SVG editor and then how to use Google Slides if you don't want to sign up for an account on Boxy SVG. Alright, so once you go to boxysvg.com, you'll just press launch app. Oh my gosh. Okay, it actually looks totally different for some reason right now. But I wonder if it's just on dark mode or something. I don't really know. Okay, we will find out together. Alright, so the way I learned how to use this was just by playing around with it. Let me enlarge the screen. Okay, so a couple of important things. Number one, feel free to just mess around with it and get a feel for the program. A couple of things that are good to know to save you frustration would be if you can't move the shape around, it's a good idea to click on transform and then you're able to move it around. To change the color, you go to fill and then let's see. So if it doesn't seem to change color, then mess with these. Let's see. Oh, never mind. Maybe it was changing color the whole time. Let me try something. Okay, it's probably changing color the whole time. Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm learning as I go. This changes the transparency. Looks like it changes the hue. Ooh, more options. Okay, I'll go with this color. Alright, so now I'm going to create another shape. And again, it's like, oh, I want to move this. Oh, wait, I can't because I need to click on this first. Alright, now to select multiple tools at once, I would think you could just swipe over both of them. Doesn't seem to work. Let's see if I can click on edit and do that. Yeah, still doesn't seem to work. So what does seem to work is if you click one shape and then hold down shift and then click on the other, it allows you to click two shapes at once. So that's what I recommend doing if you want to select multiple all at the same time. So what I'm going to show you is, let's see, not that. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. So I just unselected that just so I could hover over it. So if you hover over the icons, the icon or the tool name pops up, so this is shape. Since I believe these are both highlighted, I'm going to try clicking these. So notice that well, you can kind of mess around with it yourself, but it subtracts. And then you can combine the two shapes. I'm just pressing Control Z to undo that. Exclude. And let's try intersect. Interesting. Alright, so another thing, and actually, no, I'll do that. Alright, next thing, compost. So you can kind of like mess with the shape by clicking on these. So I'm going to do warp. And it warps it. Who would have guessed? And then if you double click on it, you can adjust like the amount. You can make some interesting looking things. What does this do? Nothing. Okay, so as a quick way to make a GIF, I'm just gonna jump right to that. Let's see. I think I'm actually just kidding. I'm gonna change the color first a little bit more. So there's some cool things you can do with color, such as gradient, which I don't see popping up right now. So let's hello, gradient. Okay, so I had to click on edit tool, and now I see these little sliders that popped up. So these little sliders, if you click on the dots, then you're able to change the color. And then again, here's the opacity. Interesting. Okay, I don't know about this. Okay, sure. And then you can like drag the sliders, kind of cool. You can also rotate. All right. I guess we'll just go over a couple more things. You can do interesting text paths. And let's see if we can actually enter our text there. Perfect. Now to change the font. Probably have to click on typography. Makes sense. Okay, this is looking pretty weird, which is exactly what I wanted. All right, so now let's try that composting again. Okay, I guess it doesn't change the text, but that's okay. I didn't want the text anyway. All right, so I'm going to click on export, and this is the part where you cannot export it unless you have an account. And to make an account, you just have to like sign up, and all you do is type in your, like, you make up a username and password, and then they'll send you an email, and you just have to say confirm, and then you have an account, and then you can do stuff like this. So let me make sure it's on transparent background, so that is important. And now I'm gonna click on export again, and I want it to be PNG. All right, so I just exported it. Now, to make a GIF, you need to have like some changing frames. So I'm gonna go back to composting. I select my shape. Then I'm gonna like dun 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 dun. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna export that too. Now I'm gonna go back to this. Gonna dun dun dun. Export that. All right, cool. So now I'm just dragging these images to my desktop, and then the next website that we're going to use is this animated GIF editor. So easygif.com, and once you get here, you're going to click on GIF Maker, choose files, and right now I have like a dialog box that popped up that just shows me all my files that I have. And I'm gonna select those four, so there's 4 files that are just uploaded. I'm gonna click on, or no, I just attach them. Now we click on upload. And the main setting that you have to change would be don't stack frames. So we want to just have one frame after another. We don't want to leave frames, like you don't want to layer the frames on top of each other. And this would be fine. It's probably gonna look weird with the first one. Okay, I'm just gonna skip that, and then I'll make, yeah, actually that's good. Okay, can't say this is the best GIF ever, but that is how you do it. And then, sorry if I went fast, you just click on save, and then you'll see like down here, easygif.com GIF, and then this is the GIF that you can use for your website. So let's go on to Google Sites, and when you go up to, not there, you can click on add logo, upload, and then find the GIF that you just downloaded, this glorious GIF, and then upload. Oh, sorry, whoops. I'm also gonna upload a favicon, and that's just the, like, see how there's all these pictures, like little icons next to the different websites, like Untitled Site or like Google Slides or the Boxy SVG. They all have little icons. That's a favicon, if I'm pronouncing that right. Let's see. I'm gonna just put that static image as that one, and cool. So I'm also gonna upload a background image just so we can get an idea of what that looks like. And let's preview. All right, so I think that this is way too small. So if I were to make another GIF, which I would just make it larger to begin with, so it like covers up more of the page. But that's okay, you guys will have fun with that. All right, so now let's say that you do not want to make another account, you don't want to get more emails. Okay, that's fine. You have Google Slides, and you can create a transparent background with Google Slides. So basic shapes. I mean, you don't have to do, you can design your own like pattern. You can make like, so there's lots of different GIF designs you can do. Since this is supposed to be our logo, you could even just keep, like, if you had your name or something, maybe not your name, but if you had some sort of icon that you liked that you created and you don't want to like add more shapes to it, you could just have the same shape and just change the color and have each different frame be a different color, and that is your GIF, and that would be totally fine. A couple things you can do with Google Slides. So if you select all, you can distribute like horizontally. You can also align them. Let's align to the bottom, and it just makes it a little bit neater. So now I'm going to change these to some different colors. That color, and then cool. So this is similar to what I did before. I'm going to make the outline transparent. All right, so now important. Just Control-C, Control-V. You want to have the same, like you don't want to move these, like you don't want it to be like right there, because it's going to look weird in your GIF design unless you intentionally wanted it to move across the screen or something. So what I'm going to change here is just the color. So let's see, green, red, blue. So I want this one to be blue, not have this one be green, and then this one red. All right, Control C, Control V. Now I'll have this one be red. Wait, no, what color should, wait, did I do something weird? Yeah, I did. Wait, what is happening? Okay, this should be red. Okay, it's kind of like I'm pushing them along in the pattern. So now this one green. Okay, there we go. That looks good enough to me. Okay, so now for the background, I'm gonna change that to transparent, and then I'm just gonna click add to theme. Hopefully it made all of those transparent background. This is not untitled, this is titled. Okay, now I'm going to export. I'm going to, oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna download as a PNG. And this is kind of annoying, but you have to download each one individually. So I have my first slide. So you have to select it on the left, like thumbnail, and then file, download. Do not do JPEG, do PNG. And you want to do PNG because that's how you can get a transparent background. There we go. Okay, last one. All right, back to easygif.com. So I was gonna refresh. No, you can just click GIF Maker again, and then it like deletes your files, and you can upload some more. So going to add 3 files this time. Click upload and make GIF. And I feel like I'm putting this in a weird order. Okay, we'll find out. I'm gonna click don't stack frames. In this case, it wouldn't really matter because they're all in the same position, so you wouldn't really notice if there's any layering. All right, let's see what happens. All right, there you go. So I think this is going a little too fast, so I'm gonna increase the amount of time between each frame. So I'm gonna go let's do 70. There we go. It's a little less stressful to watch. Save. So again, you just click here, save. And then I'm gonna go back to my site and I'm gonna change this up. So right now I'm on the preview. So it's like I'm previewing my Google site, but I'm gonna go back to edit mode and then I'm gonna delete that and upload the new one. All right, I think that looks better. So we'll preview that. Yeah, that looks okay. And then I just want to make sure that, perfect. Oh good, that's not taken. I really wanted that website address. Okay, so now oh, okay, good, so it worked. So if you look very closely, this top part is the favicon where it says home. I'm gonna change that actually to be my new shapes one. Hi. Okay. I don't remember if a GIF works as a favicon. Maybe it does. So I'll click publish. Click view. It totally doesn't work, but it would have been cool if it did. You can still see at the top, that's where it shows up. And the larger you make your favicon, the better it'll look. Because this kind of just looks like, are those even shapes? Are those dots? Like kind of like a triangle? But you can see like the untitled site icon is much larger. So you can do that with your GIF. And I guess side note for Google Slides, wow, I don't know how to make this a smaller size. There we go. So for Google Slides, this is the side note. If you wanted to change the size of the Google slide, you just click File, Page Setup, and then you can just click Custom. So if you wanted to make like a super large GIF, you could just adjust the size here to start with the larger screen size. And then like if you just wanted to enlarge this, it's a good idea to just, don't do that, but you can keep the proportions of everything if you hold down Shift. You can just like maximize the size. And then if you, let me just show you what happens if you don't hold Shift. Like, what is that? You don't want to do that. So make sure that you're holding down Shift. All right, I think that's it. So, bye.